Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is Jen with Homunez Plans, and I am back with another memory spread and another installment of Planmas 2022. For this memory spread, I will be planning out the week of August 22nd through August 28th, and I'm using this gorgeous kit from Mintustudio called Secret Island. It's in silver foil, and oh my gosh, as soon as I saw this kit released, I was like, I need this in my life. There is no question. It had to be in my collection. But that meant that I had so many tropical kits in my lineup for this year. I believe this would make my third tropical kit. Actually, the next plan with me is a Miss and Meow kit that's actually a tropical themed kit as well, which is hilarious because I didn't do anything tropical this summer. I worked all summer. I don't really take too many vacations unless they're like planned way in advance because I work for an entertainment company and we work during the holiday season. So summertime we do a lot of like summer camps and college events and a lot of like carnival themed stuff. A lot of summertime events, are done by I entertain at those. So summertime's a work, just another time to go to work. So unless I actually get to plan out a vacation, I don't get to go on a tropical vacation. But my planner sure looked pretty, that's for sure. Yeah, I was really obsessed with this. It's in silver foil and I paired it. Now, grant you, I had 3 sheets of floral that came with this, but I had a sweet planner deco sheet that matched just so perfectly, and I knew I was gonna decorate my date covers. I didn't know I was gonna do DIY date covers. Oh, and also fun fact, I didn't put date dots down. I'm just now noticing that I didn't put down the date dots. I guess I just didn't feel like they fit. Whatever it is, what it is. I hadn't intended on doing DIY date covers because I didn't have a problem with the date covers that came with the kit, but I pulled in this washi from my collection, and I don't know, I love the way that these date covers turned out, and I felt like it matched the sidebar so perfectly. The sidebar, I pulled in a ton of the deco pieces from the Sweet Planner deco sheet. It's just this little girl. It looks like she's laying out on the beach. She's got her towel and her beach bag beside her, and I had this sampler from Paper Trail Plans, and they had a bunch of summer themed stuff on there, and I pulled in a lot of that. I pulled in a bunch of palm tree deco, and I don't know, this is potentially one of my favorite summertime sidebars that I've done in my planner. I pull in that big corner floral piece, and I don't know, I just loved it so much. But I also love these date covers as well. I loved pulling in the torn washi from my collection, and I just feel like it pulled in I don't know, I just love the vibe that it gave. But anyways, case in point for me working throughout the entire summer. Every day this week I had an airbrush event that I did. And I love the way I mark it. I mark it really fun in my planner here. This is total inspiration from Lauren. She pulls in these clipboards to mark meetings and stuff all the time. But anyways, I'm marking that I had an airbrush henna event, and we do airbrush tattoos, and we also do traditional henna as well. But airbrush henna, there is a special ink that we put through our guns. It goes a lot faster than the traditional henna. And when you're doing when you have an event with 300 people or 500 people, you want to make sure you can get those designs done quick, fast, and in a hurry. So I don't know, we use stencils, and the airbrush gun just makes it go 10 times faster, and it's so much fun. Plus you can add little intricate, we have it's a glitter paint that we put in a tube, and you can accent the henna designs with it as well. And anyways, I'm going into a lot of detail, but that's what I did this entire week, and I love the way I marked it with the little clipboard and then the airbrush icon that my mom made for me. I went and did those events with my husband. So I marked driving home with him, and these events were all over Houston, and we live about 75 miles away from Houston. So it's a trek to go back and forth to these events. So I marked that we listened to music together, and that's one of my favorite things to do, especially when I get to do events with my husband. Working with your spouse is a lot of fun, especially if you enjoy spending time with them. And the rides to and from these events, riding with him is a lot of fun, especially because I've mentioned this before, but my husband is in a band, and so he'll have like mixes of his songs, and we'll listen to those, and then we'll compare them to other songs, and it's a lot of fun. It's so I liked getting to mark down that we drove home together and listened to music, and that was just a lot of fun. And I love the way I marked listening to music. I pulled in that same washi that I used for the date covers. I layered it with some of the greenery from the floral add-on, and then the icon is from White Deer Stationery. Then I marked that I made some tacos on this night. So to mark that, I pulled in one of the midi boxes. Now, I will say the colors in this kit, first of all, I love this kit. So freaking gorgeous. But the colors were so light that when I laid down some of these boxes, you couldn't really tell. That could have been just the fact that my studio lighting is like really, really bright. But I'm looking at it right now, and this is, I love how this spread turned out. I was so obsessed with it. Okay, I marked that when we got back, I totally crashed and took a nap on the couch. I've mentioned this before, but my couch is like kryptonite. And I love the way that I marked that too. I pulled in some garlands from Sadie Stickers, and then the pillow is from White Deer Stationery. And then to cap off the night, I looked at a bunch of SFX makeup. I feel like a broken record at this point, but I spent pretty much the entire summer just marking down and coming up with ideas for my 13 Nights of Halloween makeup series. I wanted to make sure those were done and out, like just in the can, ready to go. So I did so much prep work for that. So that's how I capped off my night. Okay, jumping over to Tuesday, I am marking that we had another airbrush henna event. So there was like a chain of schools that we were going to. It was the community colleges down in Houston, and there are several different locations. And so we were at a different community college location every single day this week. So I marked it down the exact same way as I marked it the day before, with the clipboard, the icon that my mom made for me. And I did pull in some summertime deco as well, which I love it. I love all the shells and the summertime deco that I added in this spread. I just felt like it enhanced it so much. I marked that I went to my parents' house after we got back because my dad, who also works for the same entertainment company that I do, he does airbrush as well. He had never done airbrush henna, so I went over to his house and I was showing him how to do that. So I marked going over to my parents' house with one of the quarter boxes that came with the kit. I did layer it with a foiled quarter box from my newest addiction. The house icon is from Crafts by Towie. And then I marked going over airbrush with my dad by marking it with some florals from the Sweet Planner. I pulled in some garlands from Sadie Stickers, a bunch of foil deco pieces from Sadie Stickers as well. And then I did pull in this little to-do list from White Deer Stationery. I didn't have like a good way to mark going over airbrush with my dad, so I figured this little to-do list was a cute way to do that. Next, I'm marking that I made some dinner, and I'm pulling in this adorable little scalloped box that came with the kit. Again, as you can see, it's a light blue. It pulls some of that blue, that light baby blue tone from the kit, but when you lay it down on the paper, at least on camera, it looks like it just disappears into the page, and that's probably because my studio lighting is very bright. But I do love it. I think it's really cute, and I love the way that I layered the florals from the Sweet Planner. And then I pulled in the little apron from Crafts by Towie. And I have no idea what I made for dinner this night, but apparently I made dinner. And then to cap off the night, I watched some TV with my hubby, and I really liked what I did down here. I did this every other day. I pulled in the little floral trims, and I marked it with the two little palm tree deco pieces from Sadie Stickers. When she came out with her summertime deco, she had like full like together trims of palm trees, and then she had like single palm trees that you could like pull in and decorate in your columns. And I did that up in the date covers as well. And I really like pulling in the individual palm trees, which was a lot of fun. Okay, on Wednesday, I'm marking airbrush henna again, and I don't know, I love the cohesiveness when I'm looking at the spread of like all the clipboards and the airbrush guns and all the garlands and the shell deco pieces. I just really love the way that looks in my planner. It looks very uniform, very like, to quote Lauren, there's a good flow in my opinion. Okay, I did want to mark, I was watching Instagram and TikTok. I got to my event really, really early. Like I enjoy getting to my events early just so that way I have time to set up. But I got to this event like an hour and a half early. I was like, I have some time to kill. So I got onto TikTok and Instagram Reels, and I discovered this one TikTok and Instagram of this little girl. She was a rhabdomyosarcoma. Man, it's a form of cancer, and she was 2, and there was like a whole journey of like her battle with cancer, and like there was at one point whenever she like beat it and she was cancer free, and then she went she had a relapse, and this time the tumor went to her brain and it was inoperable, and she unfortunately passed away. And it's just like I spent this whole hour and a half discovering this like little girl and her journey, and I got so invested, and I got to the video whenever like her mom talked about, unfortunately, and I sobbed. I was like, I was bawling. I called my sister and I was like, what happened? And it was just like, oh, I was a mess. And I was like, great, now I'm going to look a mess whenever I go in and do my event. But it was just like, I spent that whole hour and a half and I was just like so invested. And like, I felt so happy whenever she like went into remission, and then like devastated when she relapsed. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And this is just me, an observer, like, oh my gosh, I still like keep up with, like, I still follow her mom and everything, just check in, because it's like that, she was two, and it's just like, oh my gosh. TikTok and Instagram Reels, it's like, it's a roller coaster, because you might find some of the funniest videos and shorts you've seen in your life, and then it's like, it'll throw a curveball at you, and you'll find, the saddest things on the planet, and for some reason you get sucked in because our brains are morbid, and we're like, we gotta see what's going on. Oh my gosh, it was just like, it was a thing. But anyways, after that, I went over, to my best friend's house. I had to pick up some stuff, and then I had to go and do a balloon event over at the college here in Huntsville. We have a university over here. I marked that I binge watched some YouTube, and then I just relaxed at home for the rest of the night. Okay, so on Thursday, I don't know if it was because the day before it was like raining and storming, and I had just been going the whole time, but I woke up and I did not feel good at all. Like, I felt like total garbage. I felt like I had a cold, my body was aching, and I just, I couldn't, I was supposed to go and do another airbrush event, but I just like, I couldn't do it. So I had to call, and my husband had to work that day. He had another event that he was doing. So I had to call my dad and be like, Dad, I need you to cover for me. I really need the help. And so my dad, God bless him, he covered for me. He covered airbrush henna for that day. And I ended up just like sleeping. So I marked not feeling well with a midi box from the kit and some florals. I pulled in some garlands. I marked my dad covering airbrush henna for me the exact same way that I marked it the whole rest of the week. And then I marked that I was in bed for like the rest of the morning. Like, I didn't get out of bed until like 4:00 in the afternoon. And then all of a sudden I was fine. Like, it was so weird. It was like, I woke up feeling like trash. My throat was really scratchy. I was achy. I took some medicine and I slept, and then I was good. Like, I woke up like hours later and I was like, wow, I am a new woman. So I'm wondering if like my body was just really tired from like nonstop movement and go. Cause like what I didn't mark is that I went to the gym every single night this week too. So like, I did those events. I went to and from Houston. I did all these things, and I went to the gym. So my body was probably just like, stop, Jen. So I slept, and then I woke up and I was like a brand new woman. And then after that, I went grocery shopping. So to mark that, I pulled in one of the fancy boxes that came with the kit, layered it with a foiled box from Sadie Stickers, pulled in some florals, and then the icon is from Wachter Stationery. I did mark that I did go to the gym on this night. I was like, hey, I'm good. I didn't have a fever. Like, I didn't wake up with a fever that day. I just woke up not feeling good. Like, I just felt tired and achy and scratchy and just blech. So it's not like I had a fever. It was just something I woke up and my body just needed rest. So I did mark going to the gym with one of my good friends, and I marked that with the dumbbell from Crafts by Towie and some florals from the kit. And then to cap off the night, I just did some more special effects prep, and I can't remember if I like did a look this night or if I was just continuing to prep, because there was a lot. Like, if you haven't checked out my special effects Instagram, this past 13 Nights of Halloween was definitely my favorite and my best. I was really proud of it. So if you ever get curious, I will leave the link to my special effects Instagram down in the description bar, because I was really, I talk about it so much in these spreads, so like, might as well. Okay. Jumping over to Friday. Oh, okay. This was like my day off. I was home this whole day. I slept in, and to mark that, I pulled in some garlands from Sadie Stickers, and I actually layered the garlands myself. Like, I had the droop garlands, and then I had just the regular like 2 loop droop garlands, and I just layered them myself, and I really liked the way that they looked. I pulled in another one of these pillow icons from White Deer Stationery, layered it with some greenery from the kit, and I love the way that turned out. I don't know, that's like probably one of my favorite ways that I've marked sleeping in. Yeah, I really love the way. I also pulled in some like palm leaf cluster deco from Sadie Stickers as well. I marked that I had a lazy day. Like this day was like, I had nothing to do. I just hung out at home. So I marked that I had a lazy day, and I marked that by pulling in a quarter box, layered it with a foiled quarter box from My Newest Addiction, pulled in a floral trim from the kit, and then the icon is from Crafts by Towie. I marked that I cleaned my kitchen on this day. So it's like, when I have a day off like this, I try to like get as much stuff done as possible. So I marked that I cleaned my kitchen, and I marked that with the washi and the greenery. I pull that in like every other day, and I really love that. It's very simple, and I love the way that it looks. It's one of my favorite layering things that I've done. I don't know. The icon is from White Deer Stationery. Jumping down, I marked that I did some laundry on this day. Like I said, when I have a lazy day, it's not really a lazy day. It just means that I didn't go and do work. I got to stay home and like clean my house. I marked that I did some laundry. So I pulled in a midi box from the kit, layered it with a foiled midi box from Sadie Stickers, pulled in a garland. Wow, I layered this up just to mark laundry. Okay. I pulled in some florals from the kit, and then the laundry basket icon is from Crafts by Towie. I did mark that I got some Happy Mail on this day. I don't know who the Happy Mail was from. This is back in August. I don't remember. But I pulled in a White Deer Stationery icon, layered it with some florals, and then I did pull in my favorite mini swoosh flourish from Sadie Stickers. And I layered it with some like cluster dots and everything, and I don't know, I pulled in a lot of cluster dots in this spread, and I love the way that it looked. It looked like there was like palm leaves and cluster dots sprinkled all throughout the spread, and I don't know, I really love this. And then to cap off the night, I marked that I filmed a new Plan With Me. I don't know what plan. Gosh, I wish I would have written down which Plan With Me it was. That would be super helpful, because this is an August spread, so this is probably like a May spread that I was planning. I'm not even lying. Like, I don't know how I got so far behind, guys. I just don't even know. But I marked that with some florals from the kit. The icon is from Crafts by Towie. I pulled in a bunch of cluster deco from Sadie Stickers. I think, let's see, the deco that I used here, I used a couple pieces from Honey Inked and a couple from Paper Trail Plans. But like I've stated before, Sadie Stickers is pretty much my like one-stop shop for like all of my deco stickers. That's kind of what I'm noticing here. But yeah. Okay, on Saturday, I marked that I had airbrush and balloons. I'm pretty sure throughout the summer, I went to this one resort where I did airbrush and balloons every Saturday. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was that I was doing on this day. So to mark that, I pulled in another clipboard from White Deer Stationery, layered it with some greenery from the kit. The airbrush icon is one that my mom made for me. The garlands are from Sadie Stickers. I marked that I binge listened to my Office Ladies podcast. I do that quite frequently, especially when I have like a lot of time to kill. I'll just pull up some of their older episodes. It's kind of like rewatching The Office. I've heard them so many times, but I feel like I learn something new every single time I listen to them. I'm letting their episodes build up right now because they're in season 7 currently, and The Office only has 9 seasons, and this is Michael Scott's last season. So I'm like dragging it out because I get so sad whenever Michael Scott leaves. But anyways, I marked that I had another just relaxed day at home after I got back from my event. So I pulled in a midi square box from the kit, or it's actually a midi notch box, and then I layered it with a foiled notch box from Sadie Stickers, pulled in some garlands. I love layering the garlands in this spread. Like, I don't know what it was. I was just like on another level. I love layering garlands. The slippers icon is from White Deer Stationery, and I pulled in some florals from the Sweet Planner. Then I marked that I made some dinner. Well, actually, I pull in a floral trim down at the bottom just so I can kind of see, like, get an eye for the spacing for my spread. I marked that I made some dinner, and I pulled in another floral from the add-on from the kit. The icon is from Crafts by Towie, and I just layer that over the floral. And then I pull in a bunch of, like, different dot clusters to kind of fill in that empty space. Like, I've noticed I've tried to, like, not bunch up a bunch of my clutter, that's the word I'm looking for. Clutter up a bunch of space. Like, I'm noticing I'm leaving a little bit more white space in my spreads, and I'm still working on finding the balance of how I like things, and I think I've found a good flow. Like, I'm loving how my spreads are turning out and the way that I'm spacing things out. I marked that I uploaded a plan with me, and I marked that with a notch quarter box from the kit, layered it with some florals. The icon is from White Deer Stationery, and I didn't layer that one with a foiled box just because I felt like it was decorated enough and had, you know, the foiled speckles all over it that I didn't want to, like, mess with the flow of that box. So I kind of just left it as is and just layered the YouTube icon over that. And then to cap off the night, I just watched some TV with my husband. I'm such a routine person. Like, when my husband and I, that's just what we do in the evenings together. We'll hang out. Like, if I'm not playing with stickers and he's not, like, playing a video game to wind down, we, like, watch TV together, which is one of my favorite things. One of my favorite ways for us to hang out together. Okay, so on Sunday, I marked that I was up early, and I marked that the same way as I marked sleeping in on Friday with the garlands from Sadie Stickers and the pillow from White Deer Stationery layered with some greenery from the kit. Oh, that's just one of my favorite things. I love it so much. I love the effect that it had. I marked that I got ready. And I pulled in a midi box from the kit, layered it with a foiled midi box from Sadie Stickers, pulled in some florals, and then a perfume bottle icon from Crafts by Towie. I love utilizing the perfume bottles to, like, mark getting ready. It's just a different way to mark getting ready because, you know, we as the ladies like to spritz ourselves with some smells goods, and I don't know, it's a fun way to mark getting ready. Then I marked that we went to church, and I marked that with the washi tape that I've been pulling in throughout the spread, layered it with some greenery. The little church icon is from White Deer Stationery. I pulled in some more palm leaf clusters. Then I marked that we went over to my husband's grandmother's house because we try to go over there every Sunday or as often as we can to spend some time with her. So to mark that, I pulled in a quarter box from the kit, layered it with a foiled quarter box from my newest addiction. Pulled in another floral trim from the kit and some foiled clusters, and the house icon is from Crafts by Towie. Then I marked that I edited a plan with me, and to mark that, I pulled in some more garlands. This is a garland heavy spread, and I can't say that I'm mad about it. Pulled in some more garlands from Sadie Stickers. The florals are from the Sweet Planner. The spiral planner icon is from White Deer Stationery. And then, of course, all the clusters are from Sadie Stickers. And then to cap off the night, I just watched some more TV with my husband. I guarantee you we were probably watching something on YouTube or Hell's Kitchen or something. I don't know. We go through these, like, binge phases. We could have been watching Berserk, which is an anime that he and I were watching together. Who knows? This was back in August. But yeah, to mark that, I pulled in some more florals from the kit, some clusters from Sadie Stickers, and then the icon is from White Deer Stationery. I really love this little midi box. It was, like, already pre-decorated with a garland, which was, like, great because, like I said, this spread is very garland heavy, and I don't know, I felt like it matched perfectly. I thought for a second about covering it up just so I could, like, decorate it myself, but it fit the vibe that I was going for. So I just left it as is. Anyways, these are the leftovers that I have from this spread. I have a lot of leftovers actually, along with a Viv Wiggle. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking with me throughout Planmas. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jen. I do planner things. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope everybody is staying safe and staying well and getting ready for Christmas and spending a lot of fun time with their families. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye guys.